How's it going, guys? Welcome to another session of Hefluence Influencers. Today, I'm going to talk about some things that I believe are very important for you as whether you're a father or mother, whether you're a millennial, whether you're Generation X, maybe you're a baby boomer. But I believe these small tips that we go through in life can either benefit us or hinder us. And today, I'm going to talk about 5 ways you're sabotaging your success, whether that's in your ministry, whether that's in your marriage, whether that's in your business, whatever that may be. I believe that these 5 ways can sabotage your success. And look, I found an article and some notes I took, so I'm going to use those to help you guys understand these 5 ways. But I believe that if you really hone in on these and focus on these, I'm going to expound on them a little bit, but I'm going to try to keep it short so you guys can understand them and then implement them, okay? As we all pursue success in various forms, as I said, we may be unwillingly sabotaging our own success, right? So we're doing everything within our power to achieve our goals, to become successful as an individual or as a husband and wife, whatever that may look like, but we may be blinded by our efforts. It's because simply we're exerting effort that isn't enough. We also need to be aware of principles which may seem counterintuitive, but will ensure success, okay? So don't sabotage yourself. So let's talk about these 5 ways. Number 1 is going too hard. We always hear it, you grind. There has to be some type of balance in there. It's part of the American dream to hustle. Right? We are expected to do our very best, right? Always. If we work hard enough, we can reach our goals. We hear that, right? Except that sometimes working too hard will sabotage your goals. It will sabotage relationships and marriages. And I just had, I do a lot of, I'm a very time protective person, but I believe that my time investing in others is I invest in myself, I invest in my relationship with God, I invest in my areas, but I believe that there has to be a significant amount of time that we invest in others. And so I invested in a young guy this past weekend. And, a lot of people invest their time by working hard, and it affects their marriage or it affects their children. We can't allow that to happen. So pushing too hard in certain directions without assessing your direction can really show you that you've climbed a ladder that's been set up the wrong way. And so, learn some balance. Second sabotaging trait is never taking breaks. The companion to number 1, going too hard, is never taking breaks, right? Almost leads exclusively to burnout. I use this as an example because I've been there. After 2.5 decades at the top of my industry, I realized that I was playing small. It's why I'm online now. I'm doing things again because I was very comfortable with the incomes we had, the lifestyle we were living. But excuse me. But I did not want my wife to be working. Excuse me, let me get a drink. So, not only will you eventually run out of gas if you never stop to refuel, but your brain will go tired and stale. You'll lack creativity and you'll lose your drive. And you'll see it. I did that. And I was thankful for residual income, which I have. It's just exploding. But that wasn't enough for me. I wanted to have some balance, and I wanted to be able to influence other people. So I was glad for those 7 years of really taking a break and learning these things so that I don't allow them to affect me going forward again and sabotaging what I really want to do. So number 3 is worrying about others. I love this. When I went to Funnel Hacking Live and I saw Tony Robbins, I'd seen him once before, and I'm going to go do some of his events, my wife and I, next year in 2019. But I remember him saying, stop worrying about what other people think about you. He said, look, I give millions and millions and millions of dollars away. I go undercover to save children. I build houses for the poor. I give to the poor. I do a lot of things. And he said, people really still don't like me. said, but I can't worry about that. Worrying too much about other people and how they factor in your success is really one of the fastest ways to sabotage your goals. Choose a goal that matters to you and then forget how others might view it. It's a real simple term. So number 4, I love this. Being too specific. Okay. We want to have specific obtainable goals, which are the SMART goals. But unfortunately, some goals might be unattainable, right? It was really cool. I went to a church service on Saturday night, and my friend of mine, it has a very anointed gift, prophetic gift that God's instilled in her. And it's always, every time she says something to me, it's 100% accurate. And so she said to me, I just wanted you to know that God had told me to tell you that your goals that you're setting, you're gonna blow by those. And so I realized that they were obtainable goals because I allowed them to be ones that I knew were obtainable, right? And so it can be much more helpful to set goals that is slightly more generalized or smaller goals with more steps of progress. So as you progress through them, you can understand them a little bit better, okay? And I love this one just because I walked away from a very lucrative new supplement business. I've been offered numerous times to make my own supplements, which can be very, very wealthy. I know people right now in my space that are making 3 and 5 and 10 million a year on selling their own supplements. I'm not doing that. I partnered with a publicly traded company that has the first 9 patented product. And now they're working on getting patents on all their other products, this doesn't happen in my industry and never did for 2.5 decades. So I'm not going to go back and reinvent the wheel just because it's going to make me money and not give people the things that I really feel they need. So I ask you this question in this last one. Do you spend your time researching and analyzing, reconfiguring, planning, or otherwise assessing your goals and progress? It's called analysis paralysis. And it might actually be preventing you from actually making meaningful progress. And I understand it. Just go, just start. And I've been guilty of this. I've asked questions and asked questions and asked questions. And we all do this. Everybody. Often at the same time, right? How do we stop it? By addressing the sabotaging behaviors that I've just mentioned, right? Focus on what matters. My goal, your goal, our progress, and above all, what makes us happy. If something's not making you happy, stop doing it, right? You can do whatever you want, but once those goals and those desires match up with the things that are in your heart and the things and talents that God's given you, that's when life really starts to excel. You can do anything you put your mind to, but really what we just had to do is get out of our own way. And so just to recap, okay, 5 ways that we sabotage ourselves. 1, going too hard. 2, never taking breaks. 3, worrying about what others think. Being overly specific. And then doing too much research. Not really, just not getting started, to be honest with you. So, guys, I hope this helped you at 5 ways of sabotaging your success. Let's make those little itty bitty changes and let's have success. And, let's go make it happen. Love God and live with passion, guys. Have an amazing rest of your day.